I keep hearing over and over again from people is that I'm going to wait to buy until interest rates come down.
That does not make sense.
And I get it. I mean, on the surface, like you'd think logically, I want to pay less, right? But when I hear somebody say that, what they're really saying to me is that they're not educated on the fact that real estate is appreciating and continues to appreciate regardless of where these interest rates are at. The market doesn't care if you want to wait.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
The market's going to move without you, and it does every single day. In fact, over the last 80 years, the market doesn't care to the tune of 5.37% on average of annualized appreciation. So while you sit on the sidelines, whether you're waiting 6 months, 12 months, 3 years, whatever, the home that you could buy today, it's going to cost you more in the future. And when you look at the numbers, it doesn't take a rocket scientist.
You tell people I'm a rocket scientist?
To determine that it does make sense to buy now versus waiting later. So I think the real question is, can you afford to be a homeowner?
I need another extension on my mortgage payment.
Yes or no? And if the answer is yes, then why wait? By the way, if you're getting value out of my videos, do me a huge favor. Hit the like button, leave your comments below, and make sure to subscribe to the channel so you get more videos like this. Waiting for things to be cheaper would be great. I mean, who would not want to pay less? I want to pay less. In reality, prices continue to increase. It's called inflation. Like when you talk to your grandma and she's like, well, when me and your grandfather bought our house in 1955, we only paid $40,000. And that same house today costs $600,000 or $1 million or whatever. That's called inflation. And like I said, on average, every year it's about 5.37% home prices go up. So let's say that rates don't come down for 2 years and you are waiting for them to come down before you buy. So that $500,000 house that I was talking about, well, now that house costs $555,000 because of appreciation. Same house, just costs more. In fact, if anything, it's the same house with more wear and tear and costs more. But the longer you wait, the more it costs, which means the longer you wait, the bigger your down payment needs to be. That percentage on $555,000, not $500,000. That also means that your property taxes are more because it's based off of the sales price. That also means that your homeowner's insurance is more. That also means that you're borrowing more, so your loan amount is more, which means that your mortgage payment is more. So the longer you wait, the more you are going to pay. It's just math.
Enough with the foreplay, sailor. What are you selling?
I'm not on my soapbox up here saying buy now because I've got like some sales quota I've got to meet. This is sage advice. Go ask your parents. Go ask Dave Ramsey.
I would buy now, regardless of interest rate.
Ask somebody else. People that look at the numbers, they can't argue the fact that it makes more sense to buy now because there's a cost of waiting.
I think people are coming to the wrong conclusions on buying a home right now. I think it's the absolute best time to buy a home for a couple of reasons.
Even waiting 6 months to buy, like from today, wait 6 months, you're going to pay about $9,500 more for that $500,000 home. You're going to have loss appreciation, loss amortization. And again, you're now paying more for the property in the future. So taxes, insurance, mortgage payment. You go 1 year out and that balloons to $36,000. Go 2 years out and now you're talking $66,000 costing you more to wait. And if you were to wait 3 years to buy, you're literally going to pay over $100,000 more. So there's definitely a cost of waiting. You simply pay more. It's inflation. So what do you do? Well, like I said in the beginning of the video, can you afford to be a homeowner? And if the answer is yes, then what you do is you suck it up.
Pucker up, buttercup.
And you buy a house now and you refinance when rates drop, whenever that happens. But you lock in that purchase price. You pay less now for the same thing that you would end up paying more for in the future. And if you can't afford to be a homeowner in today's environment where interest rates are at, then you need to figure out, well, what does it need to look like in order for that to happen? Maybe you got to relocate. Maybe you got to figure out how to make more money. I mean, is it realistic that interest rates are going to come back to 3%? Probably Certainly not. And remember, while you're renting, your rent is not fixed. Your rent is going to go up every single year. Like this year, the annualized rent increase is on pace at 2.9%. Some areas it's like 6 or 7%. So your cost of living continues to rise. Whereas if you can figure out how to buy a house, you can lock in your housing expense, which is a major hedge against inflation and makes you 40 times more wealthier than the average renter because you're going to build equity over time.
Hey, are you thinking about buying a house, but you need help with your down payment? Well, you're not alone, and I've got you covered. I've created the ultimate down payment assistance guide, which is available for you to download for free below. I'm telling you, this guide will save you hours and hours of research. Hope you like it.
Hey, if you'd like to talk to me and my team about your home loan questions, please reach out to us directly. We're friendly, we don't bite, and we'll get you the answers you need to make an educated decision. You can find our contact in the description below, and if you haven't already, do me a huge favor, smash that like button, make sure to leave your comments and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.